Hey everyone, this is Chris, or Different Fight, and I am one of your official English edition Shadowverse Evolve ambassadors. And today we have a very special video, as we're going to be talking about, of course, the new crossover set coming to Shadowverse Evolve English edition, Cardfight Vanguard. On top of that, there are two crossover starter decks, Sanctuary Knight Brigade and Apocalyptic Fire, and of course, you can upgrade those decks together with many others with the crossover set Cardfight Vanguard. But first, let's take a look at some of the basic rules of Shadowverse Evolve. In Shadowverse Evolve, we have 6 classes: Forestcraft, Swordcraft, Runecraft, Dragoncraft, Abysscraft, and Havencraft. Before getting into the new mechanics, let's learn the card types for Shadowverse Evolve. We have 7 different card types: Followers, Evolve Followers, Advance Followers, Spells, Amulets, Leaders, and Tokens. To learn the basics of Shadowverse Evolve, make sure you check out the Basics How to Play video on the official YouTube channel. Firstly, select a leader. Leaders are your comrade in arms and your avatar in the game world. You can place your leader card on the top right of your playmat. If you look at the top left of your leader card, it will show you the class of the leader. For example, this crown icon on Aichi Sendo represents Swordcraft. You can start building your deck based on your leader's class or their universe. For a class-based deck, you may build your deck with the cards from the same class and neutral. However, for the crossover set, you'll be able to build a universe-based deck as well. Now, the rules are slightly different for universe-based decks. You can freely build your deck with all the cards from the Cardfight Vanguard universe regardless of their class. However, for the Cardfight Vanguard universe, your decks can only contain trigger cards that are the same class as your leader card. For example, if your leader card is Aichi Sendo from the Swordcraft class, then you can only include Swordcraft trigger cards in your deck. For class-based decks, for example, you can build your deck with cards from Swordcraft and Neutral. Neutral cards can be included in other class-based decks as well, such as Forestcraft, Abysscraft, and so on. Next up, let's take a look at some of the universe-specific rules of the Cardfight Vanguard universe. For starting Amulet, you can only put one type in a deck. You need to have at least one in the deck, however. Before the game starts, you can place one card face down on the field, then turn it face up at the start of the battle. If you look at your playmat, this is your field. Before the game starts, you can set your leader card, and then you may place one card from your deck face down on the field. Then turn it face up at the start of the battle. Next up, let's learn about what is single drive and twin drive. Whenever a follower with the ability attacks, it performs one drive check if it has single drive or 2 if it has twin drive. Let me show you how to do a drive check. Upon attacking, reveal the top card of your deck to perform a drive check. If the revealed card has a trigger, you may resolve that trigger's ability. For example, if you revealed Future Knight Liu, then you can give +2 attack to the blaster blade that is on your field. If you choose to resolve the trigger, you will need to place the revealed card, which is Future Knight Liu, in the cemetery after resolving the effect. If you choose to not resolve the trigger effect, or if the drive check card is not a trigger, you put it back to the bottom of your deck. Speaking of triggers, let's take a look at what types of triggers there are as well. In the Cardfight Vanguard universe, you will see some cards appear with an icon at the top right of the card. These cards are trigger cards. There are a total of 4 types: Heal, Critical, Stand, and Draw. Remember what we mentioned earlier. Trigger cards can only be included in your deck if they share the same class as your leader. Next up, let's talk about drive points. You are allowed to have up to 10 cards in your Evolve deck, including the drive point. Don't forget, you'll need to include Evolve followers in your Evolve deck too, not just drive point cards. You only have space of 10 cards total, so make sure to pick wisely and build a deck that works for your strategy. The drive point cards themselves are used to activate a Vanguard follower's ride ability and give it the drive ability. For example, you may pay the cost by using one play point or one evolution point card to give the Knight of Silent Skeleton a drive point to activate his ride ability. Knight of Silent Skeleton will receive single drive and rush. With rush, Knight of Silent Skeleton can attack an enemy follower on the same turn, and you can do a drive check by revealing one card from the top of your main deck. If there is a trigger card, you can choose to resolve the ability. However, please remember that drive cannot be stacked. Thank you for watching! I hope you got a basic idea of how to play the Cardfight Vanguard crossover set. If you want to get a better grasp of how to play Shadowverse Evolve in general, make sure you check out the official Shadowverse Evolve website. With that though, I'm personally super excited for this crossover set, as I've been of course a day one player of Cardfight Vanguard itself and of Shadowverse Evolve 2, so this crossover set is really just a dream come true. With that though, that's going to be it for this video. Please do check out the other news for Shadowverse Evolve, but otherwise, we'll see you guys around. Bye bye!